And if you want to win back your ex, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'll start by sharing a message I received, which goes like this: my ex said she still loves me, but maybe we wouldn't work out because some friends say I'm younger. We started talking again about 2 months ago. She really likes me and enjoys talking every night. However, I noticed that whenever she realizes I can't talk to her anymore, she creates a situation to make me chase her. Sometimes, she says she's in pain, other times, that her daughter is sick. In this latest case, I distanced myself because I really wanted her to miss me. So, she sent me a message saying that in our last meeting, she didn't feel the same as when we were dating. Now, I wonder if she wants me to stay in her hands like before, or if this time she really doesn't want to move forward. If that's the case, what can I do to spark chemistry and make her change her mind? Let's explore this situation and discuss strategies to handle this specific scenario. First, it's important to understand one thing. When a relationship ends, it's common for both parties to miss what existed before, even if the feelings aren't the same. Whether it's the man or the woman who decided to end it or didn't want it to end, it's natural to experience a sense of longing and missing the connection, companionship, and habits built over the course of the relationship. The breakup often functions, in many cases, as a grieving process, involving the separation of lives that were shared for a significant period, regardless of whether it was a short-term dating or a longer marriage. Therefore, it's not uncommon for the woman to seek the man, or vice versa, after the breakup. In this case, if she's reaching out to you, it's normal for her to want to share things happening in her life. It could be anything from topics related to her daughter to other daily events. This desire for communication and sharing is a bonus that comes with the previous relationship. She still wants to maintain that connection, share aspects of life, and have someone to rely on. It's a way of seeking support, understanding, and having someone present to listen and share experiences. However, it's essential to note that this contact doesn't necessarily indicate that she wants to rekindle the relationship or has romantic intentions. It may be more about maintaining a friendship and the emotional connection you've built over time. He mentioned that she really likes him, and they talk every night, indicating that she values communication and their companionship. However, he observed that whenever she realizes he can't talk to her anymore, she creates a situation to make him chase her. It's important to understand that after a relationship ends, it's common for the person who initiated the breakup to seek to maintain a connection or check the other person's availability. This could be an attempt to ensure they still have the other person in their hands or under emotional control. When she creates situations to make him chase her, it may indicate a search for validation or the need to feel that she still has influence over him. It's crucial to recognize this dynamic and assess whether she's acting manipulatively or if there's genuine interest in rebuilding the relationship. If he wants to spark chemistry and make her reconsider, it's important to maintain a balanced stance, showing that he's available for meaningful conversations but without succumbing to emotional pressure. He emphasized the importance of not becoming easily available. The idea is to avoid immediate readiness to respond to her messages, as this may make her feel that she still has him under control, almost like an object. He clarified that this isn't a diabolical strategy but rather an internal dynamic in which she needs to realize that she can't have him at any moment. For example, if she suggests going out for a chat or ice cream, he suggested accepting the invitation but, upon returning home, maintaining a certain distance. When receiving messages from her, the recommendation is not to respond immediately, demonstrating that he's not readily available at all times. This approach aims to create a sense of mystery and self-value, conveying the message that he's not entirely accessible, which can trigger more meaningful interest from her. He highlighted the importance of avoiding granting benefits, such as attention and listening, without having officially rekindled the relationship. Acting in this way can be interpreted as offering relationship bonuses, as if they were back together when, in reality, they are not. This dynamic, according to him, creates a kind of power in her hands because she realizes she can have his attention at any moment, even without being officially together. He stressed that this dynamic can undermine her internal desire because the certainty that he is always available can diminish the motivation to take a real action to win him back. Therefore, he suggests avoiding granting these bonuses without a genuine commitment, encouraging the woman to reflect on her own actions and desires in the relationship. There's no need to fear the possibility of losing, as the relationship has already ended. By remaining available for every action she takes and fulfilling her needs without real commitment, this won't make her feel the urgency to recognize that if there are no changes, he may move on. To make a lasting impression and make her value him as a man, it's essential to truly distance oneself, showing that he is no longer under her control. This attitude is the only way to possibly rekindle her attraction and, consequently, open the door for her to reconsider the relationship. There are no guarantees, but this genuine distance is the only approach that can trigger this reflection. As she mentioned on the day we talked, she thought she might feel something for him, but it wasn't the case, unlike when they were dating. She expresses her apologies and states that for a relationship to work, both need to feel the same and like each other mutually. She concludes by wishing happiness and thanking for the support received when needed. What she's communicating here may be a genuine reflection of her current feelings, but there may also be a dose of uncertainty. Regardless, it's crucial to note that you have no control over her feelings, but you have complete control over your actions. The most effective approach is to focus on yourself, since the only possible way to spark genuine interest would be to break the current power dynamic. This involves genuinely distancing yourself, showing that you're willing to move on regardless of the outcome. She needs to feel it, indeed. However, this process takes time, sometimes 15 days, perhaps a month, 2 months, or even 6 months. It's crucial to allow this real time for her to process and understand the absence. Over time, logic will begin to manifest, and she may question whether you're just playing hard to get. The halfway distancing strategy won't work without conviction. If she perceives that you're still available, she may think the issue can be resolved later, and you'll be there. Therefore, distancing without conviction is futile. Considering the message in which she mentions thinking she would feel something but didn't, as in the time they were dating, you can respond firmly and honestly. Something like, "I understand, her name. Thank you for your honesty. Given this, I believe it's better for us to go our separate ways. I wish you find the happiness you're seeking. Thanks for everything." This approach conveys clarity and determination to move on definitively. You need to end this. It's crucial to speak less and act with conviction in your attitude. A convicting attitude is what resonates and creates urgency in the other person to make a decision. If you express something like, "I understand, you're right. I've suffered enough and don't want to be treated this way anymore," but continue to talk and, after a week, respond to loving messages, it won't work. You need to have a convicting attitude, speak less, and maintain consistency. Don't crawl back when she calls. This approach indeed makes her respect and want you back, not out of need but because she realizes she needs to make a decision before losing you to someone else, before seeing you live your life. A convicting attitude is the key to making her realize she's losing something valuable and prompt her to make a decision regarding it. If she doesn't want it anymore, it's a blessing. You should thank God for that, because this relationship had no future. The last thing you should want for your life is to be with someone who is with you out of pity, without admiring or desiring you. If that happens, you only have to gain, as you'll have the clarity that this relationship couldn't progress anymore. Move on with this clarity. However, it's crucial not to get lost in negative thoughts or create obsessive strategies to disappear and reappear. This only leads to a cycle of anxiety and time wastage. Breaking this pattern is essential for you to move on and not become desperate. Don't spend your time constantly checking your phone, thinking if she came online or sent a message. Every minute you live is precious, and waiting for a response shouldn't delay building the life you want. Life is passing, and you shouldn't condition your progress to a response from someone else. Focus on your goals, your personal development, and the opportunities ahead, regardless of her response. You're not here to win over a specific person. Regardless of your beliefs in God, you were placed in this world to be happy and evolve, not necessarily with a specific person. Every minute you dedicate to the idea of winning over a specific person is undermining your own happiness and personal growth. Your happiness shouldn't depend on the presence of another person in your life. Every moment spent trying to win over a specific person is a moment taken from your own journey of evolution and search for meaning. Don't distance yourself because of strategies or games but for your own good. Distance yourself to evolve, find your purpose, and live a meaningful life. Remember that you deserve to be in a relationship with someone who truly desires you and makes you happy. If that specific person isn't delivering what you deserve, it's time to make a convicting decision to move on. If she decides to come back, you'll be stronger to assess if it still makes sense for you. Focus on your happiness and personal evolution. If you liked this video, leave your like. Strong hug to you, and see you soon.